does not receiving justice fit into prayer? Which comes into verse 1. We're talking about a widow who's getting justice, and here we're talking about prayer and faith. So if we look on a literal surface, there's a connection being done between injustice that exists in our world and the bringing of the kingdom of God through prayer, which would eliminate injustice. The kingdom of God will not have injustice because the kingdom of God does not have sin. And in this world, since we do have sin, things happen that probably shouldn't happen. This is given to us to tell us a few things about God's world, or I should say, what we've done to God's world. Let me continue on by saying, so how did one become a judge? Because this all leads up to an interesting point. And in verse 2, the certain city we have a judge. Judge, so we're an assumed Jewish judge at this point, would have been appointed through the Jewish court. We call that the Sanhedrin. It's 72 people, rabbis, learned people, Pharisees, Sadducees at that time, who would come together and they would pretty much be the people who did judgment, who implemented the laws. Because judgment was based on the Torah laws and some of what we call the Mishnah and things that were in place. So he would have been appointed to this position. Now you ask the question, why have judges? Well, we could go back to the book of Exodus to verse 21, where it says, furthermore, you shall select out of all the people able-bodied men who fear God and are going to be judges over the people. And what's interesting, you have an irony here because you have Yeshua talking about an unjust judge. And here in Exodus, it says you're supposed to be an honest person.